watching a little bit of what you do, but I'm gonna take my time and do one play at a time and try to start off to a good start. Let me go ahead and start this stream up though. Well, it's already started. I just gotta post it on the group page and the. Did you watch any film on me? Which is kind of hard. I watched a little bit on you. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Hey, what's it saying? Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Hey, what's it saying? All right, brother. Yo, you know the rules, right? No play action on third down. That's 5 and over. And if you run play action, you gotta run it through. That's the only newest one. Oh, you got a fake field goal in this one now. One fake field goal for the game. Okay, brother. Yeah, you get one. Let me go ahead and reply here. That's a big game for me. I gotta start out winning something. Yeah, no. Okay, bro. Yep.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D!
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, 56. Here we go, D.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Squeeze, double, double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nice play, baby, nice play. Rush it. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Darnold now on second down. His throw caught about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So is about. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's get off the field.
Darnold from the gun. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Gone! Mike, check, 59.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set 180. Gun. Great. Crunch. Not getting hot.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. Alert 3.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Corey Peters getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Slam.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Gun.
Darnold on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. incomplete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hot! Hot!
A first down carry here for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. All day. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot! Check it out, hot!
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted. Moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set! 319! 319! Over! Hot!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Okay, just like that. Here we go now. Green 39.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Mario Addison. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Gun. 20. Gun, gun.
Newton on first down. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 20. 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. He's mine.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set. Blue landing.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the whip. 59. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Take it. Check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set.
Darnold. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go now.
They'll go with the keeper, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sam Darnold taking it in, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Do something.
On 1st down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
All day, every day. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Over. Hey, watch that. Over.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
Do something.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're taking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have...
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And now he spins, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Hey, can you give me a second there, Panthers? Hey, are you there? 1 second, please. Helena. Okay. Stay basic.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime numbers are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out.
Again, they run it, and it's McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
It just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You start to come walk away?
He didn't get it.
Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As he keeps it away for the second time.
This is Daddy and this is Mommy and all their friends. Yeah.
He gets this one away. Boy, it's another boomer. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a three-way drive. If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you take the spirit away from another team. They're trying to get back and can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team right there on the brink, aren't they?
To start the drive, first down.
This is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Elena. What did Mommy just say to you?
All right, here we go.
I said, wait a little bit. You just had to.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You got 5 seconds to start from 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, they run with Evans. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Evans. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 40.
establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the 50, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They pitch it out to Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, 35 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's his second extra point he's missed so far. And it's no good. It has not been his day. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's at the 35-yard line at the 34. Thus far, they haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Funchess has it complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
4 down, 4 down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Single.
2nd and 10. Newton again. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
carry for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Green 39. Watch the run.
Here's Edmonds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
4 down. Set. 319. 319. Hot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Oh, here we go. Oh.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
59 Mike, check, 59.
They run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Great!
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Say what ain't it? Like ain't it?
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. 180. I got him.
last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cards, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew, Operator and Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Want to try? Want some? Want to taste it?
Where you go?
You like it? Want more? No?
I'm not okay.
Hello?
Come here. Don't take the whole bag. Let me put some in a cup for you.
Oh shit.
Here. That's it.
Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now. Hey man, that was I scouted you big time, bro. I really did. Yo, well, I was watching you. You do three things. You throw to your tight end to the left, and you run McCaffrey only to the left. When you line up, like you don't do counters like to the right or anything like that. So I knew you were only gonna come to the left. So I was setting up for it the whole time. You never did any counters, so I already knew. And then with the passing, you are a short guy. Like you read low to high, and then when you're in trouble, then you go high. So when you in trouble, I was putting pressure on you, not giving you enough time, and you didn't scramble much with Kim, so that kind of helped me out a lot. What, he get hit, he fumble, huh? Yo, that's why I gotta take one game at a time though, one game at a time, and you see what happened? I took that dude out. My right tackle, he's done. He's getting cut. He's done. But anyway, good game, man. Very good game. Okay. All right.